Right, welcome back to the channel, guys. Sip Fishing Adventures UK. The weather has been horrific since November, I think, so nothing fishy at the moment, just a full engine service on this Suzuki EFI. It's one of the boys, so it's got the full genuine kit. Just give you a quick look what's in here. If you can see, fuel filter, oil filter, plugs. Oh, they're quite dear, they are, for what they are. We've got a full water pump kit. It's a full kit there. And new anodes in engine and on the leg. All new seals for the anodes, the oil, gearbox oil. Yeah, it's all there. And that's a full genuine kit. So the only thing it doesn't supply is the oil. So yeah, the weather has been, it's been pretty shocking, hasn't it? So we will take a look at this now. It's a 2017 Suzuki 15 horsepower EFI. Shut this door on it. So we will, if I can show you, we will drop the oil in, that's the engine oil plug. It's an 8mm Allen key. Then we'll drop the gearbox oil, change the fuel filter, change the plugs. We don't need to take the casing off to get to them. Change the plugs. We will lock it up to the computer. We will check all the fuel lines, make sure it's all clean, give it a good greasing, and we lock him up to the computer then later on to see what hours is on and see if there's any faults. Now I'll have a quick look to see if you can see me. Right, so no, we'll zoom out. So first thing, we'll drop the oil. 8mm. Christ. Now it tells you on the side how much oil to use. It's 900 to a litre. 900ml to a litre. Tells you what grades to use. Let's see. This I haven't had an oil change in a while. Looking at it. But yeah, knew it was going to go in. Also, this fuel filter is held on by a band. That's all it's held on. No screws. Just take your compression clamps off, the hoses, and then it's easy enough just to fit the new one on. So on the plug, on the oil sump plug, it's a brass washer, which is in the kit there. So we'll get that off once this is fully drained. It says a litre of oil. As you can see there, but that's the old one. May as well just put the new one straight on. And a little clean up. Straight on. Always like to put a bit of grease on there. So that's the oil drained there. What we'll do now, I won't go into detail and waiting for hours for oil to drain. I'll basically show you, like the gearbox, the filling, the fill level and the vent level. So in the kit you will have new washers to go on here. So there's the fill and there's your level. So what you do, you put your pump on to the bottom here once it's drained, pump him in till he's full, and then you'll see the water come out. In the kit as well we have got new anodes, so we'll put them all on, even though that's good. Yeah, so what I'll do now, I'll drop the oil out of the leg and then I'll show you refilling it. Right, so we're just finishing draining our oil now. What I'll do, I'll hook the pump up, and the oil is good. It's good, very good oil still. So we'll hook the pump up and we'll fill him back up. So in the kit, is the old ones. So we'll check the new ones on. Till we get oil coming out. Yeah, he was full anyway, so right, I thought I could have changed the oil filter without taking the side casing off, but it's in there. Things to remember, the arrow pointing down, so that's how it fits in. It won't go on any other way anyway. So 10mm bolts now, pull them off and get the new oil filter in. Here's the old oil seal. The kit gives you everything new anyway. We'll clean that up a bit. Just watch that spring. That spring comes off. Don't forget to take the cellophane off the filter. This filter just pulls out. Filter, and here's the new one, goes in pretty much one way. We'll fit the new sealing here now, so we got the new seal to go on. You can see that, but new seals in there. I do like to put just a tiny bit of grease around the seals, keeps them in good condition there. Point goes back down. So that's the oil filter. While we're here, we may as well quickly put on the fuel filter. Again, they're all genuine Suzuki parts. Right, so that's the old one. That's the new one. Can only go on one way. Just remember, take your band off. That what holds it in place, and just pretty much really simple, straightforward. So bring the clips back on and your hoses. Well, it's as simple as that. And to push them back on then, there's a frame that it sits on. And that's it. The side casing, basically a couple of 8mm or posi. Take your rubber off the side, pulls off, pretty straightforward. Plugs, while we're here, may as well change the plugs. Pretty easy. What do you think? They charge, what is it, 70 quid for a service kit, and then they put 120, 130 quid labour on it. Not bad, burn on it. And then these plugs are only for this engine. There's no cross reference at all for them. And here's the new ones going in. No cross reference, which means they can charge what they like for these. And back with the end of lockdown, really, they was asking, some companies was asking over £20 a plug. £20 a plug. Unbelievable. Anyway, what I'll do now, put all this back together, get the oil in, get the lower leg off then. Right, you've got the oil in, just checking the dipstick. As you can see, it's just there, just near the top. So we will give in a little more. I never fill him to the brim, but always give him, keep him just below, yeah, like that. See, you can just see him just below. I'm happy with that. So the easiest way to get them out, maybe two, use a screwdriver and just prise him. Oh, look at that. It's doing his job, see? That's even though it's got a lot of salt on it, that is still good. This engine is low hours. You can just tell that by that. But we'll change that and put the new seal on and put it back in. Anode on, new seal. We'll put some grease back on it, and then we'll just put him back in. Right guys, as you can see, right, that's the lower leg gear lever. Let me zoom out. Right, so I've started taking the bolts off. So your gear lever is connected to the shift rod in your gearbox by a barrel nut. Now make sure you're in neutral, undo the locking nut on the bottom, half a turn, and then disconnect your barrel nut, wind him all the way up so he's off the rod, but make sure you're in neutral, and when you put it back together that you're in neutral. So now, taking the last bolt out, this should drop off like that, and we'll get the impeller out. So that is your impeller housing. In the kit, everything is new to go inside there, so we'll just pull them off. 10mm bolts. Oh, look at that, cracked gasket as well. And here's the impeller. good condition. It's, you know, it's still solid, it feels tough, but we have got an all new kit to go in here, so we'll put them in. Here's a new plate, new gasket, so just make sure you got the right one. That's what you're taking off. He will line up, go back on. It's only one way they can go back on. The new bowl, put the new bowl in. Another gasket now to go on the top. Again, one way only. New impeller. Let's get the new key. So the slot will only be on the way that they can go on. Again, another little tip that I do, I always put a bit of grease on the inside of the new, well, whenever I change, on the pot. Just helps everything. And then just as you turn, push down, and you will seat lovely. And then all is a matter of putting the washers and the bolts back on. So I won't bore you with doing all these 4 bolts up, so I'll come back now when we put in the leg on. I'll show you now what I do. Get this in, just get this locked in. I push, line it all up like that. And I just connect the barrel nut to the gear lever. See, just give him 2 turns so he's connected, and then we can sort that out. Then when it's all tightened up, we can sort that out. So now we've tightened this back up, the gear leg, right, what I'll do, I'll hold that one there and I'll tighten the next one down, the barrel nut down on him until he's tight, and then all I'll do is half a turn back. Right, now he should be in neutral. He's neutral here, so we'll just check the gears. Forward, neutral, reverse, neutral. Yeah, he's good. So that's it. That's the only, I know a lot of people get a lot of problems with that. Just remember, when you take it off, make sure it's in neutral, check on there, undo the bottom one, half a turn, and then completely disconnect the top. So that's basically a service on the EFI. All I got left to do now is grease nipples, grease all the nipples up, give all the other components a greasing, all in here, the rod, and we will get him on the computer very shortly. So we hooked up, and whether you can see it on the computer, so everything is running perfect, as you can see down by here. 15 horsepower ECM, 4-stroke. So let's have a look at the hours, operation hours. So total of 42 hours, and then you can see flat out it's only done 16 minutes. It's been in idle, you know what I mean? Gives you a full breakdown. So 42 hours, he'll have his next service light on 100 hours. So operational hours, Caution, let's have a look. 3 times heat gradient. See it there? I know I haven't had a motor that I haven't had that on here. That normally means, you know, when you walk it up to flushing or on muffs, it's not getting enough water. So nothing at all, like, absolutely perfecto. So yeah, that's it guys. Gives you all your readings. And after a service, here she is running. Just check telltale. All I like to do, I'll run it 5 minutes, check the oil, make sure, and yeah. If you like guys, just a like, share, follow, you know the score, and yeah, help me keep being able to do these videos. So with a bit of luck, that thing there will stay around a bit longer, and we can get out and get some fishing done.